So welcome everybody, this is Solomon. So what I'm going to do is do the pick a card series that others have asked me to do, and I'm going to try that out in a different style. So what I'm going to do, I haven't even thought about how I'm going to do it, but let me just try to put this together now. So what I'm going to do is shuffle the cards. So I have 3 different decks that I'm going to use, right? So the first deck I'm going to use here, and as I'm going to show you, let me see, I'm going to do it this way. Okay, I'm trying to be guided how to do it, right? So this is going to be the first deck. Alright, so if you want to use this deck, go ahead and choose now. If you want to use this deck, go ahead and choose now. If you want to use this deck, go ahead and choose now. Okay, so now we're going to do the first deck, and this is going to be I'm going to pull what the person is bringing towards you. No, how they view you, how that person views you. That's what we're gonna do for each card. How they view you and what they want from you. Okay, how they view you and what might they want from you. How they view you and what might they want from you. Okay, so for the second deck, how they view you and what might they want from you. Okay, how they view you and what might they want from you. All right, okay, so third deck. All right, so how they view you, I'm pulling it there, and what they want from you. Hold on. What they want from you. Alright, so let's start out with the first deck. Now, if this is the first deck, this is how they view you. Somebody who is often worried, stressed out, someone who can't stop thinking about them, often where you stay up late at night. You might even send a text message out. You might even, stay up late at night. You might even be on social media, kind of expressing your feelings, venting, whatever it might be. They know that you have some things that are going on with you that could be personally very toxic, that could be potentially very unhealthy, and this is something that's very stressful. Often this could be like an ending that is pending, but it's not quite there just yet, and they might even fear that there's some kind of drama, something that might unfold because of a certain ending, right? And as we speak about ending, we do have the 10 of swords, right? That's the 9, and then we have the 10. This is what they want from you. I feel like two things: either they want the connection to end with you, they want to end something with someone else that they might be dealing with, and they want things to be closed off, I feel. So if you are dealing with somebody where there is some kind of conflict, or there has been an ending of some kind, I feel like this is something that might be coming into completion with you and that particular person. Okay, so I feel like that's important. All right, for some of you that does seem to be a bit dark, but I feel like you might know what this is when it comes to you and somebody else that you could be dealing with. Now for the second deck, which is this one, now we have how they might be viewing you. You have where that particular person sees that you aren't into them. You aren't really open to the connection. You could be pushing away from them because you're either into someone else, or the fact that they're into somebody else, so they feel like you're reluctant to open up to them. So there's a reluctance or resistance to opening up, to communicating, to doing different things, to having fun. They see you as someone who doesn't see this connection as something that could get off the ground, so they could be pushing away. They see you as being resistant. All right, now what they want from you, they want you to get over any kind of hurt that they have caused you. They want you to get over hurt that someone else may have caused you. They want you to get over that past maybe get over a relationship that you're still healing from, I feel, for some of you out there. So it seems to me that some of you might be dealing with a situation where you can't move on from someone else because you're still healing from that particular situation, and your partner will like that to either hurry up or forgive them because they're dealing with something like that, which is causing you a lot of angst and frustration, and they see that you're pushing away because they're not opening up, which is like causing you continual heartbreak. But it's still, they want you to heal, they want you to forgive, they want you to just try to get over any kind of torment that they are causing you. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, now for the third deck. All right, so how they might be viewing you: they view you as somebody who is trying to maybe work with them. You're out doing your own thing. You could be even working with them. It could be attracted to them in a workplace. They could even see that you're working with an ex-partner, someone that you have moved on from, but you're trying to be cordial with them. You're around that particular person. You could even be working with that person. Whatever it might be, they see that you're trying to do something to keep things okay, or to build as a team. Some of you could be planning in different stages, and it could be someone else in the picture, but I see like this is a some kind of growth, but materially and even financially things are kind of getting better, or trying to work towards some kind of a partnership. Okay, now that's how they're viewing you. Now what they want from you, they want to give to you. All right, they want to be able to either pay you back. They could be even saving. They could be trying to borrow something, get approved for something. They're trying to be generous, and some of you could be working with some kind of charity, anything like that. But I feel this is completely different from the other cards that are coming out, but this is really good. So I feel like there's some kind of generosity when it comes to financial obligations, or being able to kind of be sincere, devote some energy, and be able to reciprocate in some way. Could have children together, could be living in the same environment, whatever it might be. I feel like this is like saving to surprise you, to give to you, or to pay you back in some form or fashion. So that does look good. So what I do want to do is let's pull, I want to pull a Romance Angels card for the first deck. So that was the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. What is the message for you, this group? Okay, playfulness. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I feel like if there's no communication, where there's a lack of communication, or how you thinking about somebody, or the stress that might be there, even resentment, and even if something can't get off the ground because of some kind of betrayal, something like that, I feel like you have to disconnect, have a good time. You can't change how somebody is feeling. You can't make them communicate to you. You can't make them feel what you're feeling, or vice versa. So I feel like that's part of you disconnecting, having a good time. And if there is a relationship that is ending with you, maybe an ex-partner or something that's really bothering you, have fun, disconnect, and then you can pull that particular person into your life in some form or fashion, or someone new. All right, so messages for, let's see, the second deck. This is the 4 of Cups and then the 3 of Swords in reverse. So there's the message for the Romance Angels. Then we have getting to know each other. It says as you reveal your innermost self to each other, your bond deepens, and that's where you're still getting to know one another. There's still some complications of you opening up to one another, maybe even a lack of communication, or just shutting down. The other person open up a little bit, shutting down, not really sure, not really certain, but it still lets you know how the other person is feeling, how they respond, what makes them tick, what you can get by if you're trying to figure out the pros and cons of saying certain things, doing certain things, and trying to figure out what's the impulse of that particular person or connection. But there does seem to be somebody there that you might be getting to know. They're just pushing away right now, or you're pushing away right now, which is not the end of the whole connection, I feel. All right, so keep that in mind. And the third group, we have deception. It says someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship, and this is when this is coming through. I feel like that's where if they're viewing you as somebody that's doing different things, and if they purposely disconnected from the connection and they're not revealing all of their plan or what they might be up to, I feel like the plans are positive. All right, they have good intentions to maybe do things for you. Some of you, if they're dealing with somebody else and you have no idea about it, or you do have an idea about it, I feel like the intentions or the agenda behind it is very positive, but you don't see it that way. So I feel like eventually you might be very surprised about what has been going on. So that's going to be the series for this particular connection, for all of these different cards. I do hope that you did like that. I'll probably do a few different ones, but I just wanted to freestyle and go off of just being spontaneous and just kind of pulling these different spreads right there. So I hope they're related in some way. These energies are what's going on with you and them now, right now, as of the 22nd, Wednesday the 22nd of August of 2018. So we'll see how the energies might unfold for you. I hope they're related in some way. Tons of love, lots of light, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the very best. And again, you can always go to my website for private or personal readings. At this time, audio tarot uploads are available and the recorded videos are available. Phone call options are not available at this time, so just keep that in mind as you go through the reading process. Have a good one. Much love and much light.